Hello, welcome to Authors in Wonderland's podcast. This evening we have A.Double. Hello, A.Double, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, apart from melting in this weather.
Thanks for having me.
I know, you're very welcome. Thank you for coming on. So, I don't know a lot about your books or yourself, which is naughty for me to say. But, so why don't you tell us a bit about yourself so people like me know a bit more?
So the introduction into me. Okay.
Yes, all about you, honey.
Okay, well, I am author A.Double. I am from Scotland, born and bred, never left the country, contrary to belief. I am a unicorn, apparently, and that's also our national animal, come to think of it. So, there you go, a wee interesting fact for you. I write dark romances, and they are all based in Scotland, and they're all based on 8 interracial couplings. So every book of mine will have at least one person of colour per book as one of the main characters, just for a bit of diversity and representation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good. So what book was your first book that you brought out?
My first book, my book baby, was Enter Chameleon, which is this one.
Nice. It's a pretty cover.
It's my favourite cover. And it's basically based in an upscale market brothel in Glasgow that I made up. Just to be clear, it's fiction. It's not real. And it's based on people on the higher echelons of society having the money and the desire but nowhere to go. So we have a building that's got different rooms based on different needs, and the rooms are colour coded. So you've got a blue room, a green room, red, purple, all these kind of things. And for example, the red room is just what you expect it to be based on a certain film that everybody knows about.
Yeah.
But there's also a purple room that's even worse. So yeah.
I was expecting like blow up unicorns or something.
No, it's all good, clean, wholesome fun. There is like a room for women only as well. There's loads of different things, so it does cater to male and female, and that's where the love interest comes in. Basically, the main character is the owner.
Yeah.
And he mistakes a girl coming in for an interview as a working girl when she's actually there to be a waitress. So she instantly hates his guts, but he finds her quite intriguing. So they've got this kind of dynamic from the beginning, and then he finds out that something's not quite right with her and that she's running away from something. And in actual fact, she's Australian and has ran all the way from Australia to sunny Glasgow.
That sounds amazing.
And that's where the drama begins.
So what inspired you to write your first book?
I read a lot. Like, if I'm not writing, I'm probably reading. And my imagination is wild, it always has been. And I just kind of thought to myself, there's no books that I wish I could read right now. And I was just like, well, why don't you try and write it? And it's like, you know what it's like when you're reading the book and it's like you imagine yourself in the book. But then there's no books for me to really imagine myself in. It's either black on black, white on white. There's not much interracial representation for me anyway, especially in the UK where I'm from. So I was just like, I really want to read a book that I can see myself in, and I'm in an interracial relationship. So geared more towards that as well. Like, I want to see me on the book, apart from the brothel part. So I wrote it.
Love
so I just went, and I went for it.
So is this like a book series or is it a standalone?
So it is a standalone, but there is additional books in the series. So one of the secondary characters from Enter Chameleon was so popular that people kept asking for him to get a book. So he has his own book. And that's book 2 called I Am Chameleon. And he's just a complete utter nutter, but people were obsessed with this guy. So they're in the same world, everybody knows everybody type thing, but you don't have to have read part 1 to read that or anything. And there's a couple more that will be coming in the series later on.
And so how many books do you have out at the moment?
At the moment, I have 7.
Wow. Okay. And is that all part of the same world or are they different?
No, there's only 2 in this world. There's only 2 in this world, and then I kind of took a break from writing for a wee bit, health reasons. You know what it's like when you've got underlying things that people don't know about. So I had to take some time out, and then when I came back, I wrote The Hall Pass, which was a It's a short. It's not too big. Just a wee short, and
Yeah.
it's basically based on a woman who comes home to find her husband in bed with someone else. And as she was like, "I'm leaving you. I'm done with
Yeah.
this. How could you?" He shouts, "Hall pass. Go out for 72 hours, do what you want to do, and then you'll come home and we'll fix this." So she goes out for 72 hours and lives her best
Yeah.
life. And then the end happens.
No spoilers.
No, definitely not. But yeah, that's just based on a single POV of a girl who's just had enough of not feeling wanted.
Yeah.
And then she goes, "Do you know what? Cool, I'm going to go out here and see what's out here." And she
Yeah.
does.
I like that.
So
And is
that was
that
fun.
a standalone or a
Yeah,
part of a
it's just a
series?
standalone. Again,
Okay.
some of the names might ring true if you've read other books, but they don't
Yeah.
have to be read together at all. It's just more
Yeah.
for the people who keep moaning that they want more of the Chameleon series, just dropping
Yeah.
wee gummy drops along the way. But you don't have to be connected,
So
which is
cool. I
insane.
like that idea actually. That's really cool. So is there like any authors out there that have like that are your favourite that have inspired you in
Oh, that's a loaded question. There's a lot of authors that I really, really like. Before I started writing, all I read was biker books. I loved a
right?
biker book like it was a
Yeah.
sickness. I was determined I was getting on the back of a bike. My mum said no, absolutely not. Even though I'm a grown up, she
I
said no.
wasn't allowed one either.
I'm almost 40 and my mum still tells me no, and I'm like, okay. But I loved them, and I got reading Amy Davis's books.
Yes.
And I was going through a stage, I was reading American authors, and she was like one of my first British biker series. And I'd contacted some authors, and I was like, "I love your books, blah, blah, blah. If you ever need somebody to beta read," all that kind of stuff, just
Yeah.
gushing
Yeah.
about. And I messaged Amy, and I remember saying, "I love your book. I've always wanted to write, but I'm too scared, blah, blah, blah." And she basically told me, "Get out your head, get your head in a book, and get it written." And I was like,
Mm.
"Yes, ma'am." So she was one of the first people who told me just to do it. And there was
Yeah.
no gatekeeping. She was like, "You can do it." She's like, "If you've got any questions, ask me." And I was
Mm.
just like, okay. And occasionally I did kind of pop up in my box, but, "Hi, I have a question." And it was never a problem. She always answered.
Oh.
So for that,
So
she'll
she's like your
always be a
mentor.
huge fan.
Love it.
Always. I don't think she realises that I'm like close to like looking in her window fan type thing. But yeah, I'll always be grateful. Always.
Yeah. So do you get because you said you were a reader before, did you like
Mhm.
go to many book events before you started writing yourself?
I went to one book event because it's like it's difficult because there's not many book events in Scotland. So the
No.
first book event I went to was in Sheffield.
Oh right, okay.
I went down there. I can't even remember what it's called at this second, which makes me feel ashamed. But I went down to that, and it was in Sheffield Stadium, and
Yeah.
that was really fun. And that was the first time I met Amy, and I was just
Yeah.
like hiding in my top and stuff. And she gave me a hug and she signed all my books, and I loved it. And I was just like, one day that's going to be me. So
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh my god, it's going to be me. Oh my god,
It is you. It is you now.
terrifying.
So who was your most favourite character to write?
Ooh, I would say Seth, which is the guy from I Am Chameleon that everybody was
Right.
obsessed with, because he's an absolute lunatic. He's just now that friend that your mum tells you to stay away from, but you know
Yeah.
there's the wee side of them. And you're like, "Mum,
Yeah.
but you don't know them the way I know them." It's that kind of
Yeah.
character. Because even I'm
Yeah.
writing it and I'm like, "Seth, come on, enough's enough." But at the same time, I'm like, "Oh, it's just Seth. It's okay. It's okay."
Yeah.
So I would
Yeah, and they
say,
never quite do what you want them to do anyway, do
absolutely
they?
not.
So
Absolutely not. So I would say my unhinged Seth, 100%.
yeah. So and if you could spend a day with him, what do you think you would do?
Or we'd be in jail. We would be in prison because he has no filter, and if he's not getting us a sore face, he's going to do something that's going to get us arrested. So I, by chance, yes, no, I wouldn't like to meet Seth for a day unless we had a purge day that was a whole free pass and we could
Yes.
do what we wanted without consequences. Then it's fine. But if we're
Yeah.
having consequence fun, I wouldn't meet Seth. I would probably meet Leon, which is from my new book, Mail Order Murder, because he's
Nice.
so chill. So I would probably
Yeah.
say him, and I'd be like, take me around, show me a good time, show me what
Oh.
this woman is running away from. Yeah, that's what I would do.
Okay. So now I'm going to ask you, is any of your characters based on anybody that you know?
So
Or have you taken any aspects of people that you know and put them
very
into your
much so.
characters?
I am chameleon. I always laugh, and a few people have said it to me. So I am chameleon is Joe POV. So we've got Seth and we've got Phoenix, which is the
Hmm.
Dom and Natrix of chameleon, and that's who
Yeah.
it's based on. Loosely, both of them are me. They're both sides of my personality. So that's
Yeah.
why I'm like, yes, Seth, we are going too far here. We are going too far. But then things that Phoenix says, well, you would say that. And I was like, because she is me. Like our love for Backstreet Boys. Yes, I love Backstreet Boys. Little
Yeah.
things like that are in the character arc and the tattoo madness of Seth.
Yeah.
Not the lunacy
Yeah.
fully, just a wee bit. But yeah, I would say the
I love
characters
that.
from I Am Chameleon on both sides together make up part of me.
So, what else can I ask you? So, oh, this is a good one. Okay, so if you were stranded on an island by yourself, what would be the 3 things that you took with you?
Okay, firstly, I wouldn't be stranded on an island because I'm one of the black people who don't do water. But I will answer your question just because you've asked me. And I would take my Kindle fully charged because if I'm going to be there, I'm going to read some books. I would take limitless alcohol, so the bottle would just keep refilling because that's what you have to have, alcohol. And I would take a big umbrella because I don't like sun. So I'd be
Yeah.
comfy on my island until somebody rescued me.
Do you know, I was asked the same question and I was like, I'm petrified of sharks. There's no way I'd be sailing on the ocean.
Absolutely not. You'll be
Thank
lucky
you.
if you can get me in a log flume at Autumn Towers and you think I'm getting on a boat to get lost on an island. Won't be me.
And I've
Absolutely
never
not.
been on a plane, so,
I've done
crashing
the
is out.
plane thing. I'm not a good flyer, but I'm better at that than I am with water. I will say that.
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
paddle in a pool. Nope. If I can see from one side to the other, that's plenty. As soon as and they go, oh, look as far as the eye can see, and I'm like, nope, I'll take off my glasses and everything. I have no intention of looking in the water that far. No,
Yeah.
no, thank you.
Like that. So right. Okay, so we've gone through all your books. Well, have we gone through all your books?
No, we went
We've
through
gone
some
through
of them,
some,
not all
haven't
of
we?
them. We've not went through
Yeah.
my latest one, but I guess we can look at that on the live.
Okay. But you could quickly tell me about your latest one.
Okay.
We have
My latest one
a
is
little bit of
Mail
time.
Order Murder.
Oh, that's a pretty cover.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And this is based on basically two worlds colliding. So we've got an African bride who is sold by her mother in order
Oh,
to pay for medication for her father
yeah.
to a Scottish businessman who is in trouble under the misrepresentation of being a racist. So he needs a bride who can keep her mouth shut about the stuff they do behind closed doors
Yeah.
while looking pretty. And he can say he's not what they think he is, and she needs to help her family. So that's where the mail order bride part of mail order murder comes into it. And he is not a
Yeah.
good, what they do is not necessarily good
Yeah.
for what the world can see. So that's where the mail order murder comes from.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a bit of a, she's supposed to be this meek, I'll do whatever you say, but the first thing she says at the wedding is, if you touch me, I will stab you with a fork. So she's not going to
Yeah.
just be like, okay, you are my husband. She's like, no, don't touch me. So
Yeah.
we've got double sides until she sees who he truly is, type thing, and then it evolves.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Sounds
it's a
amazing.
bit
I
insane.
love that. Well, sadly, I have to end it here. But
Okay.
thank you so much for coming on tonight and
Thank
telling
you
us
for
about
having me.
yourself and your books.
Thank you.
I can't wait to meet you in person.
Me either.
It's going to be such fun. You'll love it.
The hilarity, I cannot wait. Speak to you
Are you doing
later.
the ball as well?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I have no outfit yet,
Awesome.
but I will have an outfit for said ball.
Nope, me neither. I might just rock up in jeans and a t-shirt at this rate.
I'm going to pull out my wedding dress and wear that.
Do you know you're not the only one that's done that? Another author, she does that. She puts
Oh,
on
there
her
you
wedding
go.
dress and rocks with that on. Anyway, right. Anyway, I'm going to say goodnight because we have a live in a second. So
Perfect.
I will see you soon.
Okay,
And
I'll
thank
see
you
you
again
shortly.
for coming on.
Thank you for having me. See you
Thank
later.
you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.